So coming up in the rap scene, did you ever have your encounters with any rap beats through your time? Any bumps in the road?
I mean, it was just battle rapping back then. But I will say this, now that you mention it, it's kind of like it's let me put it like this. So, I got some homeboys that's from that's descendants of the P. They you know what I mean, they from Meadowview, right? KK at your ball, right? So you know, their mama get killed by a known rapper, right? I ain't gonna say his name, you know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean? So I was the only voice out there at the time, you feel me? And the fact I felt about it, you know, if anybody mama, you know what I mean, whether I was rapping or not, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna voice my opinion about it, right? So I made a song called Electric Chair's Most Wanted, right? And I went in. I'm talking about I went in. And I'm talking about it's the equivalence of hit 'em up and no Vaseline.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And anybody want to challenge that, they can. Because I'm telling you right now, if you listen to the song, word for word, lyric for lyric, I went in on Lil Homie, right? You know what I'm saying? And he had a little crew with him, and I kind of not subliminal, but subliminal for us. I didn't mention their name, but I'm on the helmet, right?
Mm-hmm.
He responded. He in jail at the time. He responded on a little, you know, he had a little album out. You know what I'm saying? And he responded. He said one bar, you know what I mean? Just mentioned my name. It was kind of like a little metaphor. But let me say this. It wasn't no, you know what I mean? So that's the only time I ever had any beef. But to me, I didn't look at it as rap beef.
No.
I looked at it like, nigga, I'm responding to some shit you did, and you lucky you locked up at the time that it happened, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the type of person I was back then, you know what I'm saying? But he was way younger than me and all this shit. He wasn't really in my league as far as that concerned, but at the same time, I still was voicing my opinion about that shit. But let me say this though. So years and years go by, the smoke, it didn't clear, but it wasn't choking you no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I could put that in a metaphor, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't choking us no more, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of endure the smoke a little bit. And, you know, he was a kid when that shit happened. You feel me? And so when he got out, and I'm checking out his interviews and his demeanor, and I'm watching his canvas, and you know what I mean? And it looked like, you know what I mean, from me being a good observation of people's character and personalities and shit.
Right.
I'm like, this nigga is, you know what I mean, he on some redemption shit, you know what I mean?
Showing
not just
some growth.
Not just on that situation, but on life, period. You know what I'm saying? And he was signed to Black Market, and that could have been another reason why Said kind of kept his distance from me, because they heard the song. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And me not being no major artist, I was a major nigga in the streets, and I'm like, anybody can challenge that too, but they won't challenge it. They'll challenge it to whoever they want to talk to, but they ain't gonna challenge it to my face. And you know what I mean? And I'm not saying it like I'm finna smash on somebody like that. I'm way past that, right? But what I'm saying is that on some real shit, you know, I'm still the type of person that will man up with anybody on what I believe in, you know what I mean, and all that type of shit.
What you stand on.
Exactly. So I don't even use that terminology, because you know what I mean, because I really stand on shit without using that word or terminology.
Right.
So, but I'm gonna tell you this. I got to the point, so like I said, I would like to have a conversation with old boy. Not about that. Just on some, you know what I'm saying? Just some man, because he a man now, you know what I mean? And I'm like, and I'm more mature than I was back then.
At that time too.
Exactly. So